guys, and welcome to the Tuesday stream. It is Tuesday, right? I'm not totally mixed up, am I? Need to... Oh, why do I always have this being loud? That's the problem with having your phone as your second screen. You never listen to your phone quietly, do you? I mean, I don't anyway. Maybe you guys do, but is that stopped? Well, it doesn't really matter. It's wide internet bandwidths at the moment, so this is all good. How is everybody doing out there? See Callum, see another 3. I think someone else was saying in Discord about how they were going to join in, but unfortunately I moved over to the live chat at that point. Last time we did pretty well, actually. We did a bit of flying around. We did some different biome jumps. I think we got some satellites up, if I remember correctly. We actually did some space stuff. Wow, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Let's get out here and have a look. Is there a way of turning the projected orbits off? It's one of these. That's active orbits, offered orbits. There we go. I knew it was one of those. So unfortunately, we did end up not making Sobek get to where he wanted to go. This is now a mission that is on hold until we can deliver him a fuel packet, because it turns out that he didn't have the fuel to do the mission that he was supposed to do. Yeah, it's no biggie. It's no biggie. We've got these 2 relay satellites going around and just basically having good connections. They were 2 satellites trying to do the same mission. One made it, but then couldn't keep a steady comms network for long enough before he got into trouble with the moon. So we put him into a safe parking orbit and then got ComSat 2 here to go up and do the actual mission. All right, that's cool. All right, that's a quick refresher of what we're doing. During all of that, Callum was like, you know what would be the best place to have a relay? This surface of the Mun. And I was like, thunderstruck. I was like, why had I never, ever thought about that before? Because, of course, the moon is tidally locked, right? So this side is always facing Kerbin. So, I mean, it's terrible for a Minmus relay, but for just keeping things going on the moon, brilliant. Let's do it. I think that's a great idea. Let's go and see what contracts we've got that aid us in our mission. Yeah, so I think the mission is what I'm trying to do, and the contracts are what the game wants me to do. We also got all this research. Wow, the frame rate there was horrific whilst it was loading. We also got this science up here, so we need to come down to the research and development and think about where we're going to spend this. Now, my immediate gut reaction, where is it, is to try and spend it on the fuel systems. I know you're here somewhere. Flight control would also probably not be the worst. But there was also something else that we really wanted, and I can't remember what it was. Can anybody else remember what it was we were really saving up for? Fuel systems. It just seems like a good idea to get the fuel duct. I don't know what you guys think. Has my chat frozen, or has everybody just decided I'm boring? It's always one or the other. I don't know. The fact that I can't reload it possibly means to me that... Let's do an alt tab. Let's see what people are saying back here. Yeah, I have totally... Why phone? Why? How do I redo this? I actually don't know. Let's quickly keep that going. So hello people, Cubic, Captain Subs, great going on fire. How are you guys doing out there? I'm just trying to get my chat going again. At some point, I will actually... There we go. Learn to drive another 3. Brilliant. That's brilliant. You had an advert at the beginning of the video. Yay! That's kind of good. Check your chat settings. Oh, that's cool. I did have it on live chat. You scratched your dad's car while driving into the garage. Gutted, mate. Gutted. You ran out of fuel with a learn. Yeah. Okay, all right, cool. We're actually back to doing stuff. So has anyone got any ideas other than the fuel ducts? I think the fuel duct's probably a good idea. We could get some advanced landing legs, but whatever. Flight control. What else is actually available to us? Storage technology. I'm not really worried about that. Though we have to remember... Oh, no. We're sending a robot. Whatever. I was about to be like, we've got to remember snacks. But no, whatever. We're sending a robot. Robots don't need food. We got all this unmanned tech. And that is a better relay antenna right there. But I think fuel systems are the one. Anybody else? People talking about learning to drive. Parking is kind of more difficult. Yeah, it's like a plane, right? Flying the plane's the easy bit. It's when you're trying to land. Okay, all right. I think we're just going to go bam. All right. Impulse buy. I'm sure we were supposed to be saving it for something else, but there we go. Explore the Mun. There we go. We'd like you to go to the moon, stay there in a nice stable orbit. It isn't personal. It's science. Okay, it doesn't say that we want a person... A Kerbal. Let me just make sure we got no... the active CatSat contract is, of course, to move the thing, the satellite. That's fine. So, yeah, we're going to take this one. Bam, explore the moon. Right, anything else that's kind of nice about the moon? Plant the flag on the moon. We're not sending a person. It's a shame. It's a shame. We'll be sending a person afterwards, so we could probably do that then. With a little rover, maybe? Something to go around and do those, like, take... what's the word I'm looking for? Take all the sciences around, you know, the ones. Go and do the observational studies. Tourist over the site. Suborbital, no. 3 tourists, suborbital, no. Low curb, 2 tourists, 2 low curb in orbit. I mean, to be fair, doing these 2, you could also, whatever. We are going to the moon and we're going to do that. So, what does the top of a moonlander look like? How long until you can start mining carbonium? Not long, I don't think. Not long. Great guy on fire. Could I ask you to partake in a bit of self-censorship? Quickly. That would be very helpful. Thanks. Alright, we are going to grab one of these newest ones here. I think that's good. Parking is the easiest part of driving, as the end result is no longer driving. I mean, if you just kind of, you know, if you Ace Ventura it into the slot, it's still parked, right? That's how that works. Alright, what's the difference between these 2? Unmanned, remote pilot assistance available. That's nice. I don't really know what the difference between that and this is. Oh, excuse me. Scan mode terrain. Why are we scanning the terrain? Is that built into this? It's got the SAS prograde and retrograde, so that would definitely be one of the winners. What's the easiest way of getting to the moon? I suppose what we do is we kind of just get like a low energy orbit going up and just kissing the orbit of the moon, and then when we try and like get thrown that way, we land. So I'm just trying to think about like how we want to do this, because obviously we could go just slam ourselves in orbit of the moon. No problem. Would be fun, right? Let's get the full science capabilities on here as well. Let's just load up everything we can for everything we want on a moon lander. We don't have the... My plan was actually going to be put most of the science into one of those tiny little science canisters. You know the ones I mean. And then send it back. Turns out that's not going to be the thing we can do. Mystery goo canister. Is this just going to be like here, setting the whole thing off? Yeah, maybe actually. Maybe if we put it... Oh, I know. We'll put it here like this, and then we'll put a couple of a couple of solar panels, one side, one the other, and that will look. Hey, Fatal Centurion. It has indeed been a while. Did it say return as well for the orbit contract? I don't think so, but I don't think I took the orbital contract in the end. Orbit the moon. No, just go and yeah. All right, so we just go put ourselves in orbit, and then we win, and then we go and land on the moon, and hopefully we'll have another win condition for landing on the moon. Like that would be great. Wait, where's the solar panels that I wanted here? Solar panels that I want are in electrical. Alright, cool. We're going to put them like here and here. I want at least 2. Do I want them radial or do I want them mirrored? I think I'm just going to go for radial. One of these directions. There we go. It will be the one that I want. And then we can just... Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Working exactly as intended. Nice. Can we just... Yeah. Alright. That's looking good. That's probably one of the best looking toppers I've ever built. Like command unit control. We need to make sure, of course, that we've got the relays as well. I'm not sure if it's a bad idea to put these like this, but put them like this I am going to. Is 3 enough? Aerodynamics are overrated. I've said this many times. Alright, we've got to think about how we're landing first. Got to think about how... Oh, we don't have any tiny engines, do we? We've got like one of those. That's it. That's our engine selection. Okay, so we're going to put that there, and then we're going to strap a couple of fuel tanks to the side. No, we're going to put one big fuel tank across the middle. We're going to totally hacks this up. I'm all right with that. If you guys are all right with that as well, I won't tell if you don't. Right? That's nice and simple. Put all this down like this, and then just kind of slot it into the middle there. Does that That looks pretty good. I'll take it. I'll take it. What's the... There we go. The to weight is about 2,000. That's not to weight. The... Could that be okay? What? Aerodynamics are overrated? I think that almost possibly is my catchphrase. Oh, yeah. We should put that on a t-shirt, right? I don't think a propeller is going to be much use in the... Oh, the propeller. No, I don't think the propeller is going to be much use in the mission either. Right. Now we need to, like... land it, right? I mean, we could just put it down like this, right? Can I have a heresy? Can I get a vote in the chat, please? Legs or not? Do we just put it down? Like, I mean, like we could. If I turn off that and turn this one on, I'm just hitting some buttons to make different symmetries appear. People want legs. We can definitely put legs on if people want legs. So far we've got 1 for leg, 2 for legs. Okay, all right. We're probably going to end up putting 4 legs on here. Oh man. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, we're putting them down here somewhere. They're just going to be part of the engine structure, it turns out. Have more solar, legs be damned. I mean, that is... Let's have a look at my part limit. We are only at 30 parts. What upgrades? What's my money at? 300,000. No, after this mission. After this mission, we'll do it up. Okay, so all right, yeah, legs be damned. All right, we'll see how it goes once we built the rocket that goes underneath it. All right. That's basically going to be the deciding point here. We should probably put. If we put that there, and then get. Aerodynamic. Everyone's going to be like, no, don't do it. Like coming out this far. Everyone's going to be like, yes, you need a fairing. Like that. Oh, I didn't want to close up completely. Okay, yeah. It'll do. They need to be longer, at least have longer variants. Yeah. I mean, I suppose they're trying to get you to send tiny things. I mean, do I even have the tiny fuel tanks? I do have tiny fuel tanks. We could get rid of... No, I don't have a tiny engine. If I had a tiny engine, I'd totally be over it. Maybe I've purchased things in the wrong order here. Because we can use the 18... Oh, look at that. Bam! Yeah, I'm totally going to use that. Is that the same length as that? It is. All right, cool. So this is the next size up. This is part of the Making History expansion. I don't have any engines that go with it, do I? Oh well, we're gonna carry on. We're gonna pop this one down here. Actually, I'm gonna test this out. Okay, so we pop that on the bottom, and we get, in essence, wait, which way did these fire? Yeah, that's good. All right. So about 2,000 delts down there. We'll take that. I'm gonna pop this over here, and we're going to put this one on. Now, the reason I'm questioning this is, yeah, less fuel, but also less mass through the same engine. Nope. All right. So that was 12. These ones are 19, and this one's 12. So, yeah, it's a big difference, actually. That is a big difference. I'll take it, thanks. I don't know if we've got the to-weight ratio now, but, you know, we'll just figure out... All right, where are we? We'll figure out how to... it says 5. Oh, that was the top one. Okay, 0.82. No, we do not have the to-weight. I was like, that is not right. Well, there's no way. No way. So we're gonna like strap a bunch of these on it, right? I wish I had the right size engines for this. I want that, and I want this. I want that. Okay. Oh, I kind of feel bad. I kind of feel bad about what I'm making here. They got some solid... that's to push them away. I don't really use these that much. Fuel delivery overlay. It does just go in there, but of course we need more engines. Worth it, or whether we want to just build other boosters. I mean, that's 26 parts. 5.7 to weight ratio. Yeah. It's Making History worth. So... if there was a more vibrant mission building community out there, oh yeah, it would be. But if it's just for the parts, if you're just buying it for the parts, no. Building the missions, I really enjoyed building the missions. Like, I super enjoy building the missions. In fact, we need to go back and work on Agent OK. 1.69, okay, that's a little bit better. I mean, how do these even stage? So I don't really use these this often. Can someone give me a quick rundown? I like that cone. It looks as nice at the end of a tank section. Okay, cool. Let's change the color to make it look like I know what I'm doing, right? Include in DV calcs. Why not? Yes. We're gonna do a test flight. They've got no. Just okay. So in that case, thanks. We're going to. Do I have the 4 parts? That's the real question. Do I have the 4 parts? Like that. Like this. Oh, that's much higher up than I thought they'd be. But what we got? That's exactly 30 parts. Do we think we can make it with exactly 30 parts? I don't know. I'd like to say yes. 2.5, 1.6. Okay, yeah. 2.05, 1.6. They don't stage, they don't do anything like that. Okay, cool, thanks. Thank you very much. So they fall off around their center of mass. Their center of mass should be around here, and if they pivot there, they're going to avoid my engine, right? Right. That's the thing. 6.5, 6.8. Yeah, we'll be fine. All right, what are we gonna call this? What are we gonna? I've not even thought about a name. We definitely need. I don't understand why the solids are on. Is that booster stage just beforehand? Okay, let's call it. Does anyone know the Inuit word for moon? The grumble cake budzwigger? No, that's wrong. 5 engines, 1 purpose. Got a Panton 50p. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go with the grumble cake. It sounds nice. Sounds nice. Grumble cake sounds tasty. Nah, I mean it really needs to have something to do with its end mission. All right, let's fly. Let's fly. We got this. We got this, guys. Let's do it. Oh wow, the profit then. Profit. You gonna keep it or are you gonna sell it on eBay? Okay, let's remember to get into orbit first. Do you reckon gravity turn will do it? So has anybody else noticed how boring space news has been this week? I normally like to do a whole bunch of research on like stuff that's happened to talk about whilst we're doing things like, you know, hitting the gravity turn. Go take a first guess at that. I'd like to. Yeah. Launch that. I'm not gonna go with that this time. Loon is the Inuit word for moon. Oh, is it? About to launch, and also get that staging sorted. Oh, have you literally said the Polish word for moon? Have you? Well, I don't know which one of those it is. To be fair, buddy. And check my staging. So they actually need to go up there, right? I don't think this has got the oomph that we need. I think we're just about to lose a whole bunch to the gravity. But let's go anyway. I mean, we're kind of headed in the right direction, right? Look at that. We're going kind of well. I thought this was supposed to be like 2.5. I bet those solids played a part in the calculations. Yeah, that might have something to do with it. Oh well, we're starting to build up speed now. You can see that our apoapsis on the top left climbing array. Space News took a break with all the he who must not be mentioned and the British political process which must not be named news. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, science rolls on, even no matter how much they're arguing, right? 2-1 in space. I mean, yeah, I don't think this is going to make it. I think what we need to do is drop down to 3 of them boosters, and then with the 3 parts we save, we could probably get some solids involved somehow. Really push us up to that 150, 200 meters per second that you need down in the lower depths to get up and out. I mean, that's the whole key, right? I totally should have turned at some point. Be rid of those. Oh yeah, excessive. Be rid of those, and we're still gaining speed. So I mean, like, we've got the right idea. We just need. Yeah, I mean, all these things are unrelated to space time. I don't see why they would have anything to do with like the space news stopping. Alright, shall we try and revert this and see if we can do better? I think that might be. I think that might be. I mean, let alone that it was a terrible launch. Alright. Revert flight. Vehicle assembly. I was a little bit worried about the strength. Do we just put them on the bottom and let them explode? Yes, totally. Totally. So we're going to put those there. We go 3. And then we're going to get the biggest solid rockets we got, which unfortunately is only hammers. It's not as good as it could have been. Not as good as it could have been. They go up there, and then you guys... No. You come down here, and then... Ooh. Okay, 1.4, 1.7. Oh, wait. How do we... I mean, we got the altitude here. Yeah, that's not enough, is it? Do you reckon I could have 2 less antennae? I kind of feel like they're important. That's the problem. I mean, we could do away with the fairing. Or we could just slap some solids on and let them go away at some other point. No, that's even worse. Bad plan. That's a bad plan. I'm pretty busy actually, buddy, as it goes. People ask me if I'm busy after the stream. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, do we just stack a few in the middle here like this? And have the solid boosters instead of the... I mean, we could. Alright, let's lose 1 antenna. I'm a little bit unhappy about doing that, but we can. Let's just bring this like this. You're gonna go, oh no, you are gonna go over this way. Got an extra surface that unfortunately is not filled, but we're just gonna have to accept that as life. The reason that I want that is because we can then start thinking about the couplers on the solids so that we can actually get rid of them. So now we've got like 4 parts free, right? I don't know, do we... 4 parts free is not really helpful. Unless anybody has a magic. I do have a magic. I still don't think it's going to work, actually. I was going to bring this down to 2. And then have a bunch of solids as boosters. Right now, right? Is that the problem right now? I don't know. We'll try it. We'll try it. If I had the kickbacks, that would be much, much better. Can't believe we're struggling this much with it. It should just be like nice and simple, right? Maybe it's the inclusion of these. I wanted them for something new, but we've got the basic conundrum of we can either have 3 and then not enough for solids, or we have 2 and then it's a weird number for the solids. Which, you know, let's not be too sad about having a weird number. We're totally going to spin out of control without any fins, but whatever. 2-point stabilization is not a problem, right? Crab Rave, nice, nice. Hey, Super Space Syrup and Bruno, how are you both doing out there? We're currently coming up with alternate boosting systems, which totally messed up my staging. Because it turns out I'm not got a good enough bunch of parts to get up there as it is. So that's engines fire, that's engines fire. These are firing engines, and then these all drop when they're out. Okay, all right. I'm expecting death, doom, and destruction. I hope you're all ready for that. Oh, we've only got a delta 3 now. It's even worse. Oh, it's even worse. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of these. Work on better boosting stage. We can do this. We can do this. I'm going to put 3 of these around. And I'm going to grab 3 of the big liquid tanks that we had. What I wanted to do was put, so these are around out here, right? Obviously still not enough to weight ratio, but we can then use the pump. No, we can't use the pump. Can I use the pump, please? Put that there, get this out. Has been part number 27, that's good. I'm hoping that the fuel flowing in is still not enough. We need engines, right? That's what's holding us back here, is engines. Let's try this, but in a smallest form factor, and see if we've got what it takes. I probably should have saved that bottom rocket set that we had, but I'm literally just going to build the same again, but in a slightly smaller factor, because we're not like down at negative to weight ratio with the smaller numbers, right? That's my plan. That there, that there. Grab this, 27 and 30 parts. The weight ratio is still terrible. Because we dropped the decouplers straight away. Okay, that's better. 1.43. Let's try that. Still only 3,000 delts. We have to turn to the book because we're only going one way. Let's just have a look, shall we? Let's just have a look. Delta V map. We're going from Kerbal. See, I thought so. There is no way that's only just gonna make it to orbit. Is this really that heavy? I feel like I'm being lied to somewhere along the line, you know what I'm saying? We've got such tiny mass. How is it only gonna make it halfway there? How is it only gonna make it into orbit? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, Bruno, is whether to upgrade the building or not. I am super surprised that that's not enough. See, like, how is this only 700 when it's all feeding in? Test launch. So according to the numbers, we should run out just as we get into orbit. Also, that wobbly launch pad at the moment. We are doing a spec. Well, I mean, kind of. We don't have the outer layers, but like, yeah, we kind of are. Up we go. 2, 1, go. Okay, are we going to get anywhere near to the speeds we need? Increase your power cap from 30 to 255. Yeah, it's probably actually a smart play. I just wanted to double check these numbers because I was incredulous, but it turns out no, it is right. Though that number is going up. Always interesting. Okay, there's no opposites to. We could have 4. Could have 4. Okay, let's prograde it and just fall into orbit. Let's bring that down at the moment. No, all right, maybe not. I was going to bring it down a bit to match 1G, but that's good. Also, which site would I use for t-shirt? I don't know. One that doesn't make terrible stuff. I suppose is the only way to word it. I would totally have to have a look at the quality of the printing and things like that, you know. There's been more than a few t-shirts I've bought offline, and jumpers in particular, like hoodies or whatever in particular, that I wear a lot, and then after about a month, all the stuff's falling off, and I wouldn't want that, you know. Okay, it's looking good now. We're just kind of going to cruise our way on up like this, right? Teespring, maybe. That might even be the one. I'll have to... No, I'm not wearing one. So, the people that do the Don't Forget to Be Awesome stuff, not literally Hank and John stuff, but like the PBS Space Time, they do all their stuff through DFTBA and stuff like that. So whoever do their t-shirts, they are super top quality. There's a definite... There's definite jump in quality there. All right, are we even going to make it up? We've got 500 delts left here. Come on, it's supposed to be a test launch. Let's go quicker. I want to top out just out of the atmosphere. About 15 seconds beforehand, just go nuts. We could also like deploy, do all these, hit go, hit stop moving. Alright, that should be it. We should just cruise our way on up. Looking good so far. Not perfect, but good. And let's just go. No way this is getting up to the actual moon, though. Maybe we could put it in Moon's orbit, but... 62 is also pretty bad. 26 minutes out from Apple Apps. Where are we? Okay, we want to point upwards, given what I've just seen on the map. Maybe about there, and just give it a quick blip. Okay, there we go. That's put us out and round. Where is the moon? There it is. Says target. So we've currently got 1.6. Can we, please? 1.6 thousand, and this is going to get us there. Ooh. I want literally just that little touch grazing orbit. Like that. And bring that right down. Because what we want to do is land on that bit, right? That bit facing there. But that is already the majority, and we're not going to be able to stop ourselves. All right, River. Let's go and have a look at the Space Center. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's spend it. People have said, let's spend it. Hey, ZTech, how are you doing? We were just seeing how we could launch this thing at the top here to the moon. Unfortunately, it appears to be a little bit heavy for the technology that we have. Now, we do have slightly larger tanks, but it turns out that the engines that we've got are not good enough for the tanks that we've got. So we could either muck around on Kerbin and try and get some more science, or, no, I hit the wrong button, or we could upgrade our VAB and just spam it with engines, right? Which might be what we do. Spam it with engines. Great idea. Because we don't have the to-weight ratio. We got the fuel, we haven't got the to-weight ratio. A lot. Do that. Why don't I bring back science from the sun? That's a good shout. Yeah, well, remind me of that when we've touched this one down. That's a really good idea. Why don't I bring back science from the sun? Open this up. I bet I've already got it in there, haven't I? I want to call this Super Light 2, right? Because this one doesn't have the stuff, the fuel flow. Super Light, we'll call it Flow. Let's do it. Let's save that. Okay, cool. Because it is actually a Super Light. Right, now what we need, bigger engines. More engines, more power, more everything. Or we just strap a bunch of these to the outside. No, we've already found that. Let's not do that. Tiny little adapt. Oh, wait, can we not have the shroud? Oh, that looks good. That's amazing. Yeah, we put a little, hang about, put a little adapter. Oh, I don't have a little adapter. All right, well that ends that plan. An SRB launch straight would be the best single liquid fuel upper stage for the return to the solar. Okay, all right, yeah. We'll definitely talk about that in a second. We're going to put a cluster of these engines down here if we can. I don't know how expensive these are, but they're what I'm going to use for clustering. So we start with the swivel. In fact, it's pretty much the only one we're going to use. We'll put that there and these over here, and then if we use our offset tool here, hopefully, bam, doesn't look too stupid. Okay, we can lift up nearly 2 times. That's much better. We didn't do any of the stuff up top that we wanted to do though. Things like fairings and controls and decouplers and, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. Stack separator, bam. Do we want? No, we just want the decoupler. Don't want extra bits of space trash floating around. And then in between there we want to have a fairing, because there's nothing quite like a wide flary fairing. Will you not take that? We could probably come in a lot quicker than that. That'll do though. That will do. Rate my fairing, guys. Rate my fairing. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's get some more decouplers out and about. This could literally get over the top now. Now that I've got all these parts, we could just really Nail it. No, we can take this off, put this in here. That still gives us a massive to weight ratio. No, that still thinks we're trying to drop stuff before the engines get used. Put you up there, you down here. One of these is the top engine. That one. So we want to put that further up. Okay, that's a little bit better. 1.15. Good job. We're going to put some boosters on this. Boosters of this design? Question mark. Yeah, maybe. Why not? It's not that heavy. Attempting to actually put them on the off from these. Well, how did I put these on? That was just like super off camber from everything. So put that like that. It's looking good. Looking good. No, it's always nice to see Subs and Z meeting up. Let's put these over here. And that should help a lot more. Maybe. Should do. Doesn't look like it has. And then, finally, the solids that we all know I need. Let's get these. Bam. The real question is, can I space them out? Can I bring them out a little bit so it's not just burning straight into my engines? How have we still only got 3,900 delts? Hey Jackson, how's it doing? You dead, are you? Can you tell me why? Oh man, I don't get this. You definitely want to go up there with that. I don't know. Definitely more. And we've got the to weight ratio now. I mean, if this fails, we're just going to stick an interstage in, right? Because that's obviously what we need, a 0.36 to weight ratio after dropping this lot. Oh, ZTech coming out with the mad philosophies there. So because of the liquid nature of time... Liquid? Yeah, maybe liquid. Does that implicitly have to mean that time is pre-written? Well, Zed really wants something out to the sun. Okay, this should be good. Should be. I'm sure we'll find out reasons why not. At least we've got the oomph this time. The oomph that we need. Hopefully, we're going to get up to about 150 before the solid fuel burns out. It is my preferred speed for that sort of maneuver. Alright, that's 100. 120. Nice. 130, 140. There's the 150 I was after. Pop. Okay, nice. Staging is working out well. We're just going to carry on looking pro-grade for the moment. We should be alright. Article 13 creators can now change people for their creation. What? Nah, it's alright. Alright, we are ready to drop our next stage. We are building up a lot of speed, perhaps a little bit too much speed. Let's drop that. I say that. I seem to be doing alright. I'm not sure why it feels so bad. Drop a stage. Oh, that could have been a lot worse. We had a slight contact between the stage being dropped and the main tank. Now we should just be having trouble holding ourselves in the right orientation. Okay, that should be fine. I think now we can just fly our way to orbit. It's impossible to send the entirety of UHEP to the sun. Oh, that's a shame. No, we could send. Oh, I'm sure we could send a little bit. I'm saying that European Union assigned powers into Article 30. Yeah. I mean, like, it was going to happen, right? It's the unification of the copyright laws across all the different states. as somewhere where the copyright laws are most extreme. Yeah, I'm alright. It's about the same. Far too powerful, too shallow. We're having a little troubles here. Let's ease this up. We won't be in it for much longer. Yeah, well, you say that. A whole load of stuff going down that make it more and more difficult for us to just leave. Unless we want to just be, you know, the world's not trading partner. Okay, what's going on here? Let's see. Like, are we about to get spun round? There seems to be a little bit of problems in my tracking there. You can see we've got just a little bit of drift on the go. I'm not overly impressed. Hopefully it's just heading towards the center as I have asked it to. So if moons were called Muns in KSP, would suns be called Suns? I like the thinking. We're going to square the donut. Ah, what a great idea. What a great idea. Look at that. We're almost up into orbit and we've got 3,000 delts left. That is beautiful. Beautiful. We've still got a fair amount of... what's the word I'm looking for here? Periapse height to push across, but that should be cool. Do I want to do a little... No, we're all right for now. I was going to say, do we want to do a circularization maneuver? But I think we're good. If I could get my nose down a little bit further, we'll do a little time warp and move ourselves. That said, we are actually really close. Let's deploy. Oh, it's part of open all bays, is it? Okay. And you there. Extend all antennae. All right, cool. And can you please, at all times, make sure I haven't abandoned this guy with no face to the sun? Something I do quite a lot. I end up with a lot of robots dying for lack of power. I also want you to hibernate, auto lead, warp, thanks. That'd be great. Okay, pushing our Apple apps too far ahead of us there. Not for it. I'm guessing that you are implying that the United Kingdom's leaving the European Union, so the laws of the European Union will not apply, so it's going to... Yeah, no, very much like the laws of the EU affect more than just the countries that have signed up, because everybody wants to do trade, everybody wants to move data around. You know, it's all interconnected, whether people want it to be or not. I'm out of drinks. This is not great. Okay, can we get our face down again? But as always, it's down to enforcement, and places like YouTube over-enforce anyway. So, the situation we've got is far worse than the legal ramifications that are in paper. So, we're already getting pretty severely short-changed through the lack of legal checks. Okay, 67 kilometers. No, don't send me too far. Let's kill my relative velocity. I could feel me drifting out of alignment. Let's do that, and hopefully it'll do it itself. What is your favorite font? That is quite the question. The thing with fonts is they're so case specific, right? Sometimes, you know, your good old classic 8-segment display is the best font you could possibly want. I think he means the men in black are coming for us because we have expressed views contrary to the EU, maybe? I don't know. Because the thing is, most of my views aren't contrary to the EU, not even close. Like, as with most governments, I say most governments because there's a lot of really bad governments out there, but the vast majority of the governments that we are going to have interaction with are actually just trying to be nice. Yeah, Times New Roman is the good, classic, I want to be serious font. The men in black work for you. That's cool. It's the men in the yellow hazmat suits that I'm worried about. Turn up and take my experiments off me. How dare they? Alright, can we just push this up into something approaching a better orbit. All right, that's nice. That's what I was waiting for. We are now going to target the moon. Make a nice, easy transfer up there. It's going to be around here somewhere, right? Like that? Do we want to do a minimum like that? I think we want to do a minimum like that. I'm feeling good about that. All right, let's pull up and see. It's not. Oh, this is going to be not awkward, but not difficult. Sorry, but awkward. I forgot the landing legs. Oh, we totally could have put the landing legs on. Oh well. Air traffic? No, dude, it's a very formalized script, if you will. You know, you've got your flow chart that you're trying to match, and it's just pilots, right? It's not like random Joe Blogs is going to be ringing you because they're having warranty issues with their control stick or whatever pilots call the stick that they fly with. What do pilots call the stick then? Because obviously you've got a steering wheel. Is it a steering stick? It's not a steering stick. I know it's not a steering stick. What's that called? I don't know. Like, control. I like control rod. I know that's a nuclear thing. The stick yoke. Yoke is definitely something that I've heard of before. I could see it being the yoke, the joystick. No, that's very much computery stuff. Joystick. I don't know. So someone. I like the stick. Push it the way you want to go. Stick. Yeah. I don't know. There we go. Quick! Someone to the internet. Get a link. Back up your statement of what you think it is. Okay, let's try and turn back to where we want to be. Man, this is pretty bad on the whole solar front. This is why I pointed them like this, though, so that's all good. How is our power doing? Wait a minute. Okay, cool. I couldn't see a full liquid tank when I hovered over this. I was like, oh no, but it's all right. Oh, we're gonna rip past it. Flight sticked, okay. Yoke, steering column. I like steering column, but that also sounds like a car thing. I know that is also a car thing. The bit that connects your steering wheel down to your dashboard is the steering column. According to Wikipedia, it's the yoke. Okay. The multi-directional control system for three-dimensional flight. Yeah, that's definitely the one. Can we? No, I don't want to do that. No, let's put that away. I want to come over here. I'm worried that I'm rambling on. So according to Wikipedia, it's the yoke. We'll go with that. We'll go with the yoke. See, to me, a yoke is something you put over an animal, right? Or at least like a horse or an ox or something like that. That's a long time away from the burn. I might be wrong there. Oh, you know, it might be transference, right? You know, because it was on the animals, and you pulled on that. And I don't know. Maybe. The history of words really interests me. As much as it's like my yoke to you. As much as it's like lost to the mists of time. It'd be really interesting. I wonder if that's an Indo-European, because like all the words for like horse, car, stuff like that, the ones that sound like they had a technological revolution a few years, like tens of thousands of years ago, and took over the whole of Europe. That's kind of their evidence for the Indo-European culture, by the way. I wonder if yoke is part of that, and it's made its way into aeronautical parlance. I mean, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Oh, stage! Makes sense, really. It's a shame we're going to have this as... that's what I'm looking for, space trash out there. I don't want to overcook this. And I mean, great danger of overcooking it. Boop. Where's the moon? There's the moon. Okay. Okay, we're going to go with that one. I'm going to go with that one. Because then we're here. We can pull it into a tight orbit. And kind of want to be over here to put it into a tight orbit, right? So that we have our periaps over here and we can pull it. All right, that's all for thinking about that. Position your solar panels into the light source. Thank you. What a great tip. Let's do this. Let's look north. That's south, but you know, whatever. Let's look at one of the poles. And angle this like that. All right, winner. Okay, let's see what the relays are looking like right now. I've got quite a nice little connection system on the go. I am glad. So let's. I'm actually going to go past the do I want to go past the periaps? I'm giving serious thought to going past the periaps. We've got 1,000 delts. Maybe we should plan a few moves out. Let's slow time down. So let's think this one out. So I want to come in and park. Do I want to come in that much? Do I just want to circularize like that? And then later on, am I going to even be able to talk over here? That's the question. Will my relay be like, yes? That's the ideal scenario, right? Are we all in agreement that that's the ideal scenario? If anybody could tell me why not, I'd be forever grateful. I think it's a good one though. Right down to like 10, right? 14, that's good enough. All right, let's do it. Let's quick save. We're going to warp to the next maneuver node. We're going to have to turn around and look. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, this should be fine. We could technically send some science back now. Do we want to try and send some science back? We could send... Where is it? Where are they? We could send these two back, right? Log pressure data. Transmit. And log temperature data and transmit. Oh, not enough power for that. That's all right. We can wait. 30 seconds to go on the burn. It should put us in a nice circular orbit. Hey, Union Jacked, we are putting this craft, which is going to act as a relay, on the side of the moon facing Kerbin. So that at any point we need a relay connection inside the moon's orbit, we've got it. And maybe even all the way to the moon. 3, 2, 1, go. Beautiful burn. I'll take it. That was a good burn there. May have not got it exactly spot on, but it was good enough for me to perform this next maneuver. Right, so there is a non-zero possibility that we're not going to have a connection when we get round to perform this maneuver. I'm not overly bothered about that. Is that how I'm getting a connection? Look, bing, bing. Yeah, nice. I hope that Kerbin is going to swing round by the time I get... Like, how far away is this? Oh, it's like a day away. Oh, we might even... Well, a day and 2 hours. Yeah, that should bring it into view. All right. I want to look at my maneuver node. 75%. Is the moon tidally locked to Kerbin? Yes, indeed. That's why we're putting it on the one face, so that we don't really have to worry about it so much. I've not really picked out a specific landing zone. Does anybody know a specific landing zone that might be useful? I don't. I don't. We haven't even got our scan set out there. Your new shoes hurt. Gutted, mate. Gutted. Let's see how this goes. We either do it or we don't. Is the moon tidally? I thought the moon was tidally locked. Is this going to take? Let's speed this up a bit. Is this guy even? Like, am I? No, I am catching up. I was wondering whether the moon was going around at the same rate that we're trying to catch up. Okay, this is going to take a little bit longer than expected. I suppose I should have gone the other way. I suppose, maybe. Like, this maneuver node is useless to me right now. We're going to want just to be on the opposite. Can I, like, look at curve? No, that's actually also terrible. Oh, is it though? Oh, is it though? This is definitely taking much longer in-game than I thought it was going to, but I kind of like what's going on. Oh no, these have only got chat with each other. Soon as one of them gets another connection. No, always. There we go. Right, that's what we want. We're clearing you out. We're going to point you retrograde. We're going to make sure that we've got visibility. I mean, we're still... Yeah, visibility to Kerbals, all right. Whew. Little bit more involved than I thought. I bet we could have gone the other way and, like, saved loads of time. Like, loads of time. Okay, I want to be looking at the moon, if that's all right. Not Kerbin. Can we... I don't know how to change this. Press tab, that'll take us to the moon. Okay, there we go. Just gonna bring this right down. I don't know what height to bring this down to. Fairly low. I mean, I could be convinced that like 15 is the route. Oh yeah, how are people liking the Satisfactory playthrough at the moment? I'm quite enjoying it. I'm definitely finding a lot of stuff to do, I suppose is the word to say it. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm a little bit worried that we could bring it down further, but that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Want to land like that? That'll get rid of most of our speed, right? Yeah, let's try that. I don't like the fact that it's in the sun, in the darkness, but that's fine. No, I did not. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I can so I've just cracked into cold power properly, and yeah, wow. Whilst that produces a lot of power, I can see me also running out of a lot of power. Okay, so it reckons it's going to take us 300 delts to get close to being landed. We've got 1,000 delts. I think we're going to do this fine. I think we're going to absolutely nail this, as long as we can keep a connection to Kerbin. Oh, I forgot about travel time. Just going to eyeball it. Just gonna eyeball it. We want to come down over here somewhere. Wow, trying to land on a specific spot of the moon when you're traveling like quite slow is a job, it turns out. Go over here and see how long this takes. Okay, hopefully. Yeah, totally dark side landing. That's rubbish. There is a robot arm that replaces nuclear rods occasionally. It drops one and just picks up a new one. Try and hide the fact that it's nice. I like the little like personality details they put in the robots. Okay, hopefully we're going to be all right. I can see all sorts of ways with this fate. Oh, look. Okay, cool. We've got kind of sunlight over there somewhere. Let's try and point upwards and see if we get some charge from it. Blocked by the moon. All right, that's even more of a shame than it actually appears to be. The worst shame is the fact that no matter what, we're going to be coming down. Just stay charged like that if you can. All right, that's cool. That's cool. At some point, we're going to hit that button and just start burning. 95%. Thank you for the vote of confidence. I feel like we can land this as well. As long as I don't burn too late, we should be fine. The only thing that can go wrong now is Kerbin disappears over the horizon. And that would be hilarious. All right. Is there anywhere in particular we want to land? I mean, inside a bowl, right? Blatantly. No. I did just quick save. Thank you very much. I fully support all the mission suggestions that you guys come up with. I appreciate their need for them. It looks like here is going to be the play, right? Else we're just going to crash in. Is that those craters? It's really hard to line up like craters versus craters. %3 for the Kraken to strike, to be fair, yeah. Kraken could come along at any moment and finish us off. I reckon this is probably the landing spot here. Just want to make sure I don't end up in the craters. Oh, look at that ground scatter down there. Alright, nice. When the next load loads up, let us go! Alright, stop please. I don't even want that sideways. Oh, I overdid it. You heard me hit the button, but unfortunately didn't quite get it right. But we have overfueled this. We have compensated for my lack of ability. You know what? I'm just going to do that. Not that I actually think I have a lack of ability. Okay, this looks like it should be a nice soft landing. It's a shame we don't have the hold radial out marker. That's particularly useful. Push that. Like this? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I'm going in the direction I want to be going, you know. 99%. Oh, dude, you're really underestimating my ability to mess this all up at this point. Got to try and land. We should put one antenna away. I don't know about that actually. Let's not. Trying to figure out how far off the floor we are. I think we got about the right deceleration rate. Maybe even a little too much. Just kind of play with the throttles now. Oh, this is going to be tough to judge. I wish I'd turned down the rocket thrust. Oh, yeah, I see a problem here. Okay. Let's just do it now. Yep, totally overcompensating now, but that's fine. Touchdown. I'll take it. Please don't break the antenna. Anything but the antenna. No. I'm going to put this one away. We're going to try and roll back. Or not. I mean, like, you know, either way. All right, let's try extend the antenna. Yes, come on, come on, come on. Full sideways, that's fine. That's fine. All right, that is actually probably one of the best options. I'll take it. I'll take it. Are we pointed at Kerbin? Close enough. F5. This bad boy is not going to take off. This guy is a permanent feature. He is Mun Relay #1. Perform all science. Literally all science. Thanks. Is he looking? I mean, close to looking at the sun, right? Can we just wait? Let's have a look. Is that sunrise or sunset? That's what I want to know. Sunrise, and immediately lose any and all communications. Why am I not talking to you guys? But that's sun up. We're getting power. We've got everything we need. Did we get in orbit around the moon? Yeah, we did get in orbit around the moon. That's even better. Mission accomplished, guys. Mission accomplished. Don't you need to send the science? We're going to do that. Don't worry, Cubic. We're going to send it via the power of the relay network. Unfortunately, we just lost communication with the relay whilst I tried to find out whether we're going sun up or sun down. I wasn't really expecting to ever lose communication, though, so... There we go. Limited probe control. I'm fine with that. Review all data. 16 science, I'll take that, thanks. I wish we could review all data at once. 49 science, even better. So we seem to be getting quite a lot of science back from this. I'm all about that. Not enough charge. Oh no, what? Not enough charge. Oh man, we gotta wait longer. Oh, waiting. Did this end? Did this end? No, it didn't. Alright, so Munar Comsat should be onto the do list. Okay. Yeah, it looks like a Munula Comsat should be. I really thought that was going to be it. Really thought that was going to be it. We got enough. Can we do this? Get the charge back. I don't mind if it's inoperable afterwards. Please could you continue? Ah, okay. All right, fine. We're gonna have to not require complete. That's a bit of a shame. I do prefer to send it in one go if I can. Especially when this is now going to do this forever. $100 science for the recovery. That is a lot, yeah. But it doesn't even have a parachute. I mean, like, it is first and foremost a comm satellite. And then after that, we get to have a little bit of science, just, you know, on the side. That is going to take some time, isn't it? Is it going to take all day? Okay, that's 44. That's pretty good. Send that home. No connection. Wow, this is going to take a while. Okay, that's that one done. How can this not go home in one go? It's like the smallest amount of science. Alright, there's that one. Oh, it reckons I could do some more science, does it? It's a good start. Alright, is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Well, that didn't go... Yeah, it did. Well, exactly the plan. I am not sure what you mean. PRPG is probably actually going to be Kerbal, mate. Alright, is that everything? Is that everything? How is there still data? Oh, there's two there. We had an extra part. All right. Let's get all the science. Science done. Look at that, you got 34 for that. Back to the Space Center. Oh, hey. How you doing, baby? So can someone tell you what the PRPG thing is? Okay, so I am sure you Great Girl on Fire are aware of the service called Patreon. Every couple of weeks we get together and have a wonderful time doing certain things. Most recently we've been doing a sort of spur of the moment roleplay thing where we're like based in the year 2600 and things go down and stuff. But I fancy doing Kerbal, so we're going to be doing Kerbal. Oh, I'm not here at all this weekend. Thank you for reminding. Special announcement. I'm actually away this weekend, which means I'm going to have to do it next weekend. This got dropped. It didn't get dropped on me on Tuesday. I've known for time. Monday, sorry. I've known for a long time, but so long that I had forgotten. And then got told just beforehand. I was like, whoops. So I'm afraid this weekend I'm not going to be here. Yeah. Which definitely means the next weekend and then the weekend after as well we will be doing stuff. Oh, man. Even though I knew, I had not quite connected the fact that it meant I wasn't going to be here on Sunday as well. Forgot about that. Sorry, guys. Sorry. That's caught me not off guard, but off guard. Okay, we need you to park 2 vessels out there. I don't think we're at the point where we can put turning into. I am. I mean, thank you for saying that I'm a rocket scientist. I mean, that's pretty cool. Rocket surgeon. I can't read that, Zed. Doesn't pop up on my phone. Okay, so bring the Taurus into low carbon. Oh no, we're going to the sun. We're going to the sun. We want to have more stuff to go to the sun. I don't think there's any like sunnular science. We could get the general rocketry finally, and get some decent engines on the go. Yeah, I think that might be the one. Lots of heads. Yeah. Unfortunately, dude, that's my life. Spend most of my time being like, oh, facepalm. Why did they do that? It's all right. You'll realise one day that happens in your lives a lot as well. Do we hit the further rocket? I didn't realise that we were going to get enough to have a 90 as well. I'm just having a look and being like, well, we could have stack separators. The docking ports are a strong play. Docking ports are definitely a winner. What are the other options? Why is this not allowed? Advanced fuel systems. I've definitely got this. I found a bug. Just so I look down, my screen goes. You should do a mission on testing the 2 variables. How close to the sun against the heat of the sun. Yeah, I mean, like trying to get out there is a ting. IMC, 3 engineers at a party grab some, I don't know, what is this? Cans of beer. After consuming several, decided that the perfect design for a new compact cargo module, thus the inline mini container 5000, suitable for long distances, parts and snacks. Okay, I mean, snacks are quite important. I think I'm going to go for the extra engines. It gives us the Separatrons, gives us a science experiment. Man, seems like the winner there. Seems like the winner. Oh, it's later than I thought it was. What would your interpretation of me being launched into the sun look like? Well, I mean, it would need a pod on top for you, right? Do we have any go to the sun missions? I don't think we do we? So how about we use this type of mission again? I'm almost certain. Because this is quite a good like science vessel, if you will. We just need to do things like, we only need one of these. I actually want to put it here, no here, because we are definitely going with 3 of these. Okay, so that is our let's go to the sun and be sciencey science. We then want things like some parachutes. If we're going from the sun, we're going to want a heat shield, right? We're going to want more than a heat shield, I agree. Please, I don't want to do that. You move you. Grab it there. Okay, cool. Not there. How about if we do that? There we go. That's better. Alright, we've got some mirror symmetry. Do we have the thermal? Whoa. It's not really going to do much for us, is it? Is it going to do much for us? Cellular science. Because we can definitely go over the top with this, right? We've now got the big old SRBs. Hey, slice of pizza pie. Salut indeed, my friend. Salut indeed. I mean, what is the... Do we have it? Do we have it? Let's have a look in here. A wonderful page of like how much it costs to go out. So we could get out into an elliptical orbit for 950. I see. Then that just takes us a graze. Okay. So let's call it 4,000 to get out, 1,000 to come back. Question mark. This might be a long mission. This might be a long mission, but I'm alright with that. I'm looking for my decouplers, the stack separators. I don't want that. I put that on there, put this on here. We definitely are going to need that heat shield, aren't we? I don't know how to attach it to us. Because we want to kind of like throw away the engines and stuff, but that's totally not what we actually want to do. I mean, we could take this off of here, get a heat shield out, put it in there, and then hope that when this explodes and the radial parachutes explode, no, don't want them to explode, and the engine explodes, that we should be all right. Okay, is that going to work? So one positive about the oh, it's Barkle. Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, he does his thing. Bearcow, sorry. He does his thing anyway. You know, he's not gonna. He does this whether Brexit's going on or not. Why do we not get Delta V for this engine? Is it because of the heat shield? I bet it's because of the heat shield. Yeah. How? Do we want to do some Uber hacks? do some Uber hacks. I don't know whether this is going to work or not. We'll just find out when we're on our way. So what I've done is just kind of left the heat shield not floating in there. It's on the underside of the Science Junior, which is the thing that we're trying to save. The swivel engine is on the fuel tank. It's pretty serious hacksiness on the go, but I think we should be all right. How do I put the shroud back on? There we go. All right, that's a thing right there. Nowhere near enough to get out to the sun. We want 4,000 delts. That's terrible. Let's do it via the magic of solids then. We're gonna want you, and then get one of these fuel tanks. Do we have a nice adapter? Are you the adapter we're looking for? You're not, but you might be the adapter we're looking for. Yes, indeed. And then we can come out to actual nice sized fuel tanks here. If we could do this, I'm gonna set up the cluster again at the bottom. So what I've done, it's witchcraft. Well, you know. Not one for sticking with normal conventions. Alright, shall we? Oh, look at this. We've got the Reliance, we've got the Swivel. So let's put a Reliant in the middle for the extra oomph that it gives. And then we'll put 3 swivels around. I mean, we could put 3 swivels, or we could put some thuds around the outside. They're pretty terrible as engines go, but look at them. Let's have a look. The thrust is 120 kilonewtons. And vacuum thrust is, ISP, sorry, is 305 as opposed to the 320 on the swivel. 320 swivel? I don't know, maybe. Let's put this here and go 3 engines. I like the cluster of 4 engines that we had. That kind of works. We've got one oomphy one in the middle. I mean, I say oomphy. It's 240 kilonewtons apart as opposed to 215. So I mean, it's pretty oomphy, but it's not that oomphy. And then we've got these directional engines around the outside, right? I mean, just look at the engine bells. Look at the engine bells. Pretty nice. I like it. All right, so probably could have done with a fairing on top of this. We'll think about that in a second. So far we've got 3,000 delts. We're nearly at the point where this can make it to orbit. Let's keep going, and eventually we'll get something that's actually pretty reliable. Kind of liked the idea of putting these with the external fuel duct on the outside as like some sort of liquid booster. I like that quite a lot, actually. You can do that. This is going to end up costing us more than the company's making. Probably. Let's be honest. I do that a lot. I would then like one of these fuel tanks. We could probably work on the... No, we don't want swivels there. We want a Reliant there. If they are booster tanks, we want them to have... This is looking good. We could even get Separatrons involved now. Suddenly, the whole idea of making a mission takes on a whole new aspect. We've got to like work everything out. We're going to put these over. Please, Mr. Engineer, don't get involved. Put you over there. Okay, that's looking good. Do come up here. All those fire at once. Of course, everything fires at once. All right, looking good. Now we want to put some Separatrons on for when we do our separation. Funnily enough, we want some in the middle here, facing inwards like that. And that's to peel them away from the tank. And if I move this up here, the next one that I get when I copy paste it, or I could press my Windows key instead of the Alt button. There. No. Press 1. Grab. There we go. I can then put this ever so slightly lifting it up as well as ever so slightly pushing away, so that if there is a collision, we're moving at a relatively similar velocity because we're pushing it up, so we don't like just insta explode. It's still not quite put the amount on that I was expecting. That's a shame. It's a great shame. And what are we going to do about doing that up? Some solid boosters on the outside, of course. Why would that not be the case if we put these here? This is Quite a chunky little design, actually. It's still only 318. It's not the 4.5 I wanted. Wait, we got some dodgy staging here. I don't know if they're gonna burn out first or if the liquids are gonna burn out first. Knowing my luck, it will actually be the liquids just to really mess us about. It's tempting to actually just still... Yeah, let's do it, let's do it. Let's do our first asparagus system, shall we, people? I think we shall. Especially as we got them all lined up like this. So if I just click and grab and then pop them down here. Or the parts. I need to try and separate these out on the staging. Okay, so the plan is that these ones want to drop first. So if I select that, yeah, okay, it's this bottom load, I believe. You, and you. All right, so this should 4.16. Beautiful. We have got ourselves a bit of staging. So the whole idea of throwing away stages in any rocketry, IRL or not, is to lower down your mass as quick as possible. So the whole idea here is that the entire rocket is going to be burning this fuel tank, or actually these 3 fuel tanks, but this fuel tank's worth of fuel first because of the little flow through here. Then we throw them away and we burn through all this fuel, and then throw that away and burn through all the middle core. It should give us some pretty good flies. Great Goat on Fire is fully in support of this action by the looks of it. I just wonder whether we're actually going to have enough range to communicate the entire way through the mission. I hope so. Oh, we totally should have covered it with those tiny wheels. The most OP of all parts in Kerbal. Okay, is this good? Anyone know why we shouldn't launch this? I don't. I think we're good. I think we're good. Gonna get a full 900 meters per second out before we have to do our first stage. That fairing does not belong on the firing there. I think it might even want its own individual stage here. I'm gonna do the same with this little separate and fire the engines. Chances are I'm gonna want to do that both at the same time, but we will find out. I don't see any reason why this shouldn't work. Okay, into the sun is not going to happen because, as we all know, into the sun is difficult. But getting out into the sphere of influence of the sun is pretty easy. So we need to start work on Kerbalized rovers, right? We've got a bunch of contracts for the moon, or we can potentially have a bunch of contracts for the moon that will want us to go around a few different spots within a certain localized area. Anybody else noticed how much that's jiggling up and down, up and down, up and down? That's some pretty bad soft body physics there. It's really bad. Also, is it really that windy? Surely we wouldn't be launching if it's that windy. All right, 3, 2, 1, fire! Well, we actually kind of had a good launch. Probably could have done with some SRBs now that I've seen how slow we're taking off, but the asparagus will definitely come and save the day shortly. I'm not sure why Tooley can't ever come and help. Ah, that's so funny. Okay, that's looking pretty good. We're just going to wait until we get to about 100, maybe 120, 150 meters per second before we start doing our serious gravity turn. But the gravity turn is underway. Yes. Oh man, I can definitely tell that I'm running out of blood sugars. Not eaten yet today. Whew. Probably a bad idea, but you know, didn't have the time. Alright, we are popping up 3-4 kilometers right now. It's doing pretty well. 250 meters per second, closing in on the speed of sound. I'm going to hit my pro-grade watching system here, mainly so that when we do burnout like that, I can press this, and we're pointed in the way of the airstream. If I was not pointed in the way of the airstream, any deviation could end up slamming these into the side of my rocket, which happens a lot. I've done that a lot in the past. That's why I watch out for it so much. I feel like my gravity turn is taking a very steep trajectory, but also I'm punching through at like 2 or 3 Gs here. That's not quite what I'm looking for. We are well out the top of the, well, I say well out the top, but we are far enough up in the atmosphere that we don't really, let's turn on the aerodynamic forces, really have to worry about aerodynamic forces. As you can see, there's like this tiny little red triangle down the bottom there. It's not really doing much. Alright, waiting for that next burnout. Oh, something went wrong there. I like the way it spun up, but why did that's not quite how it's supposed to work. Vehicle assembly. Let's go and find out what happened. The spin was pretty good though. Oh look, why? I bet it's because of the Separatrons, right? I've put them on top of each other, if you will. Yeah, look at that. All right, I know why that's happened. It's a little annoying that it didn't show me that in the editor. You gotta do it like this. All right, so it's not colliding. That's really bad. Yeah, that launch was pretty cool actually, the way it flew out. All right, we're gonna try for a steeper gravity turn this time. Do we let the gravity turn mod do it? Let's let the gravity turn mod do it. Yeah, a little annoyed that happened like that. Oh, it looked like we were doing so well. We going anywhere? Come on, loading screen. I believe in you. I've got a feeling this probably, because I've tried going just out to the sun and back before. It hardly ever turns into just out to the sun and back. It's normally just out to the sun and, oh, let's go for an orbit around the sun once or twice. That's a long time. Do I not want this? Turn angle 10. Okay, let's give it a first guess. I've hit first guess. It doesn't really know what to do. I'm wondering if it knows how to asparagus or not. Let's try it. Let's see if this computerized system can deal with this. All right, Callum, it was good to see you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for hanging out. All right, the launch seems to be going well. I probably could have done with like turning that off, getting a little shot like that. Nah, so small. Like this? Does that look better? Nah, it's a little bit better. Maybe what we actually want is kind of like that. It's always better when you got like a third off somewhere. Maybe this way. We'll watch the islands as we go. It's going to stage on its own, right? Let it stage. Let it stage. I was like, oh no, I've got to do stuff. It's not. I haven't got to do stuff. That is quite the jaunty angle. Anybody else feel like they're falling over whilst looking at it? Kind of alright with that. Gonna be interesting to see how this staging goes. If the auto launcher can't deal with asparagus, there's some problems. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Though there have been some things the auto launcher couldn't handle. Can anyone remember what they were? I can't off the top of my head. There was a situation, one singular situation that we set up that didn't work out with the auto launch. Wonder if we're actually going to launch the next stage before it tells us that we're good. For Super HD that I've got, well, 1080, whatever, that edge is pretty steppy. Pretty steppy. I'll have to see if we can tweak that at some point. Oh, why haven't I put like visual enhancements or anything like that? We could have clouds. We can have clouds now. Oh, it did that for me, did it? That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. And Callum's back. Well, welcome back. Yeah, we could have a better skybox. Oh, the skybox we could have. Oh, that would be. Oh man, yeah, we should definitely do some things like that. Oh, also, has anyone got any recommendations for an external hard drive? Not an external, sorry, an external hard drive. I got. Obviously, I'm at the studio rather than at my flat. And I need to move stuff from here to there. Now, I used to plug hard drives in and out, but recently that's all gone a little bit weird. So I need an external hard drive, but I'm not looking to spend. Well, all right. So the problem is, you can get like a 50 gigabyte one for not 50, sorry, 500 gigabyte one for like 45 quid. You can get a terabyte one for 49 quid, and then you can get 2 terabytes for 59 quid. And I'm like, oh, they're all so close together. I don't need that much storage space. But if I'm spending the 45 for a terabyte, surely it's worth spending the 59 for the 2. If there was a terabyte thumb drive, this would be a lot better. Not to get a portable SATA cable to USB 3, that doesn't work off Amazon. What a waste of 50p. Just get a 64 gig flash drive for a tenner. Is that where we're at now? Because that would be amazing. You got a 3 terabyte for free. That's also pretty good, man. I am impressed. So the flight's been going well. What? I don't know why you're paying. Brexit, mate. It's ruining it for you. Broken Britain. We don't hear about Broken Britain anymore. I miss that. Alright, I'm just going to have a drink quick. Exactly 80 kilometer Apple apps. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Are we going to drift up and out? Is this going to give us any control at all? I wonder how it decided when to do the fairing. A little interested in that. Not quite out, but I've got a feeling I can extend all these without destroying them. Yeah, that's cool. Right, to the sun. Hopefully. I'm wondering whether I want to try for a gravity assist, though that's just going to ping me off to deep space. Which could also be done. We're still coasting. Okay. What is this? Servo control. That's for the docking ports, which we still don't have. Got turnable docking ports. That's going to be good. We're going to use them for all sorts of stuff. At some point, we'll make a walker. Maybe not an AT-AT. That's a little bit more extreme. But maybe like a 3-legger. Something like that. That'd be pretty cool. All right, we have made it out into space. And has it given me... Yeah, launch success. It gives me launch... What's the save about? No idea what that did. All right. Gotta love just hitting buttons randomly and being like, did that? Have I? And stuff like that. All right, let's warp to Apple apps. It's going to take me all the way there, isn't it? Stop. And then we've got ourselves pointed at prograde. Does this hibernating warp? You should definitely do so. On the auto. 6-8, I'm just going to hit go. I already super overcooked it. Let's have a look. Let's keep going. Oh, we're going. I was about to be like, what's the worst that could happen? But we are totally going to go through the moon sphere of influence, so that's it. Less is more complicated as you have to figure a way to balance it. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, like, I just want to not overshoot it. I literally just want to... This is not how we should have done this. I know this is not how we should have done this. Well, that's how we're doing it now. Okay. What we should have done is tried to go exactly with or against the rotation of the planet. Not the rotation, the orbit of the planet. Okay, that's pretty good. Is there a way... I'm just slowing us down. Alright, let's figure out where we are. What's this? Kerbin escape 16 days. Like there. Minus 1 year. 20 days. Alright, there we go. Can I set Kerbin as a target? Set as target. Alright, nice. Don't tell me no target. You like... No, you're around it. You can't do that. You can get a 16 gigs for 12 quid, a micro SD of the same size and price. Oh, maybe then. Maybe. Alright, any reason not to just let this bad boy drift on up and out? I've got a feeling the moment he breaks through to... How am I controlled? What? I'm not a controller. Look, we've got connection with all sorts of stuff. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. I'm surprised these ones haven't been kicked around by the moon's orbit yet. That was definitely something I was expecting at some point. Oh, no, you're not going out. Why? Wait. Why are we not leaving? Someone tell me why we're not leaving. Can we... How about we do this, right? We turn north. Or radio out, even. Can we please point the way I want to point? I want to push along my prograde. Yeah. Does that push me out? That pushes me out. Okay, cool. Much better. We'll just slip through here. Oh, we lose control. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, that's good. I was going to be like, we lose control just as we get outside? Rubbish. Okay, so do we just send some science back as soon as we can for reasons of not... Ooh. Why are we losing power? Wait. Let's turn that off. Let's just let us drift. Totally going to end up facing the wrong way, but that's good. No SAS? Well, I've got no SAS. I do have a little bit of SAS, but man, slow. Man, in that vein, actually, let's ×4 this. Hopefully, we'll just pop out the top at some point. Solar needs... I am in the middle of spinning. Though, we're doing a slow spin, so I'm kind of alright with that. Can we just kind of get it going in one direction a little bit faster? Okay, there we go. That's what we wanted. Let's try and slow this down. Nice. Nah, we don't need more solar panels. We're good. Alright, we are in solar orbit. We've got to figure out how we're getting back to Kerbin next. There should be just a little, like, one of these. Somewhere we're going to get it right. There we go. I don't want to do it too much. I want to just literally graze in, and then we'll try slowing ourselves down. Okay, that'll do. And then, oh, look at this. I'll take it. Can we do this more? What's the one? Yeah. Oh no, not like that. Okay. Okay, fair enough. I was hoping that we could graze the atmosphere like that, but I don't. Now that I stop and think about it, I don't want to do that, because if I graze the atmosphere like that, I am going to explode. It's going to be too hot. gonna be too much. Ain't gonna handle it. My chat disappeared. Alright, cool. We'll just perform these small, simple maneuvers. If we can get there. When we get there. Okay, we don't need more solar power. We need more SAS. That's what we need. Like, I am moving this. Look, let me put this right next to here. Notice how we're slowly drifting. Oh, it's slow. Oh, it's slow. I suppose we can do this. No, I can't hit that many buttons at once. I've just realised how rubbish that is. One of the selling points of this keyboard was it could take 39 inputs at once without overloading my PC. It disagrees. I could do 5 there. Okay, we're nearly there. I'm just doing, like, building up speed, and then when I feel like we're about to overshoot, just kind of like stop it with a time warp. Pretty much exactly how I do a rendezvous. Whenever I feel like we're not any longer drifting towards, I stop, I sort out my my inclination, I slow down and burn towards again. Which, yeah, it's a good analogy there. Moving over the surface of a sphere and docking. Who'd have thought? All right, cool. Let us. I'm super surprised this isn't going as well as it is actually. We've got like the smallest burn to make. We're fine with that. Smallest burn. Let's do it. Smallest burn made. Let's see what we're left with. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Right. The important thing here is to bring it down. And of course, we've got to try and land. Oh, look at that. We can pinpoint our land. This is. We're just going to have to choose where we want to land when we want to land. Oh, that is so good. So good. All right, we need to make sure we're still looking at the sun, right? Alt, up. We got 18 days to kill. 18 days. It's normally at this point that I would go and get another contract and set a time. Oh, let's do the science as well. That might actually perform all science. Okay, material study. That's nowhere near as good as I thought it was gonna be. Temperature science, high over the sun. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not that high over the sun. Atmospheric pressure scan. Mystery goo. I'll be honest. I was expecting more science from that. Alright, nice. Wow, it actually looks like we are going to be done with a mission about the right time. Did I warp to the next maneuver? Warp to the next maneuver, please. Okay, here we go. Where are you, Kerbin? Huh? I always miss it. I always miss it. Okay, we want to go retrograde, and I just want to burn. Actually, I just want to close my orbit. Is that it? Am I out of fuel at this point? This is like really good. Got a random bit of space junk now. I was kind of hoping to leave this out in solar orbit. Random bit of space junk just floating around. We'll come back and do something about it. Attach payload here. Yeah, we'll come back and get this at some point. We'll grab it with the claw. Obviously, we'll have a small little like sub series of the people that go around and collect up all the rubbish, as I normally do. I do normally have a sub series of those guys. I don't know if this is the distance I want to be coming back from. Like, this seems a little tall, you know? A little high in altitude. We're going to save. What's that, buddy? Asking for a favour. I never like to say yes until I find out what the favour is. Okay, I want to see where this is coming in at. That's why I did the quick save. Okay, almost looks like... There we go. Oh, yeah, okay, that's not where we want to be coming down. Let's redo it. Maybe go around the other side, see how that does. Maybe I should do, like, a maneuver node rather than saving and reloading. I don't know where that came from. All right, let's do the maneuver node. That might help a little bit. Add maneuver. Minimum of heating possible, really. The longest red line we get that still gives us an X underneath it. Like that, okay, and then we can swing. Oh, well, I mean, I was about to say yes, we can swing it around, but of course, as we're getting oh, I did the wrong one. As we're getting closer to periapps or further away from apple apps, whichever way you want to see it, we'll be getting more efficient in our burn. Oh, you can hear. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Nice to hear from you. We're currently trying to figure out a good landing profile from our sun grazer. Oh, it's close. It's close. Let's go further around this way. Is it going to be actually at periapps? Is that actually where I want to do it from? The actual thing. Miniseries, the Kesler Raiders from yes. I think that's a great idea, Bruno. You know what? This is actually going to be difficult to do. Who'd have thought? Space science, difficult to do. Okay, we have to like bring down my thrust right at the end. All right, that should be fine. Hopefully, I'm going to have a connection when we come around to actually do this. Hey, Cubic, welcome back. We're just about to start thinking about how we're going to land. It's going to be interesting. It should just be a return from low orbit. Shouldn't be a ting, you know? Shouldn't be a ting. All right, let's warp to next. I hate how much that moves when you move around like that. What happened since you've been gone? We've been out to the sun and we've come back. We spent 35 days doing so. Totally not sure that we're going to land at the right part of the planet. Okay, yeah, it's still saying I might. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. We should also send a scan sat out to go and take care of the moon. I don't like the fact that we're going to be landing on the night side, but you know, whatever. We're going to spend most of our time actually deorbiting through the light side, so that's cool, right? Just want to see that red line appear, and then I suppose we can kind of tweak it as we come down. Do we tweak it as we come down? I'm worried that we're just going to be like hitting the atmosphere too hard. Alright, easy, easy. See that red line? I overdid it. I overdid it. Oh no, we're 2 orbits in. Don't worry about it. Can I get this on the second orbit? That'd be pretty nice. Let's turn this right down to nearly nothing. We're gonna pinpoint this, hopefully. As long as trajectories speak true. Oh look, there we go. Bam. I'll go with that. I just don't think it's gonna be true. But we're gonna see. We're gonna fly with it. We're gonna hope that the atmosphere keeps us pointed in the right direction. The fact that we're going to lose all the engine, all the antenna doesn't really bother me that much. Hey, Honza Street, man, dude, how you doing, man? Time. Okay, here we go. Atmosphere is a hit. Let's have a look and see what we've changed on our trajectory. No, nothing to worry about so far. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. This is going to take maybe a little while to get down there. Time acceleration will change our track. That's the problem I've got right now. We should be alright. If all else fails, we can reboost with the engine we've got. I don't know. We'll see. We have no way of getting the science I mean, I suppose we could transmit, but no, we've fallen folly to this before. We've ended up having no science. So yeah, I can't time warp, because if I do, look how that changes. I mean, ×3 is not bad. Maybe we can go through like this for a little while. Okay, we lost connection. It's a bit of a shame, but we're hoping that the aerodynamic stability inherent in this craft will keep me pointed in the right direction. Maybe? I don't know, what do you guys think? I think this is far too early to be caught up in the atmosphere, but it says we're going to do it, so we're going to do it. Believe in the power of the robots. Believe in the power. Or we're going to have to just send someone out. Yeah, I've got no control at the moment at all. If I knew how to calculate deceleration of object, I would only... if I know braking distance and starting velocity, okay. Ooh, we got some heating going on. Oh, that's really not where I want the heating to be going on either. Out of all places for heating, that's not the cool one. I don't know if that's a pun or not. I'm just going to run with it though. It's not cool. I was kind of hoping that we'd have some... Oh, plasma blackout. Plasma blackout has stolen my control. Oh. Oh, this is going to actually be different from what we were imagining. Because as we turn, you can see how we've already got a bit more of an upwards lift there. I don't know what that's doing for my forces. I'm kind of hoping the plasma blackout stops so I can turn SAS off. I don't think it's helping me right now. How am I? I'm doing pretty well, man, actually. I'm doing pretty well. Alright, cool. Do I just leave it off? Let's leave it off. Let's hope that the natural aerodynamicisms bring us through. I'm even tempted to close the antennae. But yeah, I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing alright. Really enjoying the latest Kerbal Career Mode we're involved with here. Really having a good time. Really having a good time. Alright, let's see what it's saying so far. We got... Yeah, this should be alright. This should be alright. It's had it here at this same spot for ages now, so I'm just going to believe... I want to know what that favour is, buddy. I didn't see you lay it down for me. But as I say, once I'm done here, Miss Alline's actually going to be hassling me. So, because, you know, she's for the hassle. It's not true. It's not even close to true. Just making internet chats. I do believe in the machine. I believe in the machine. You got to believe in the machine, right? Make a rocket that embodies aerodynamics are overrated and probably send me a craft that... Okay, yeah, no, I can definitely do you an aerodynamics are overrated craft. Yeah, no, I'm down with that, man. I'm down with that. Might take me a day, but I'm down. I will send you it. Craft that epitomizes aerodynamics, so it's going to be all like scoops and holes and cups and stuff, right? Ooh. That's it. We've settled down into orbit. That first little deorbiting skim there, I think it's pretty cool. I seem to have got back onto top chat somehow. Stop doing that. I don't know why it does that. Okay, let's, for the moment, while we've not got plasma blackout, look retrograde again. It's pretty cool whilst we've got the power to. Or we could just spin around randomly. Okay, let's just put it there. The rocket is there as a placeholder, same as background color. Okay, cool. I mean, basically, you want to build a breeze block, right? With an engine on the back. Oh man, this is just going over the top of the... Oh wow, desert. Speed this up. Oh wait, no, we can't, can we? I've already had this discussion about how it stills. No, we're doing alright for the moment. If I knew how to calculate deceleration of object, if you know the braking distance and starting velocity. Oh man, that's a weird calculus thing. Because so dx over dt, right? That's the thing. Like your dx is your distance, you change your distance, because that's what the d is. Your delta, your change, right? Like delta v is delta velocity, dx is change of distance, and dt is your change of time. So you got those. You just need to plug it into your differential calculation, right? It's been a long time since I've done any of that. As far as I remember, it's all plug and play. You find out what the numbers are and you put them into the right formula, yeah? Knowing what the formulas are, that's the interesting bit. Ripping through at ×4 speed. Really intrigued on how this is going to... Do we slow down? Do we slow down? We appear to be going a little bit too far. If I just do that... Yeah, we can pull that closer. We just want to make sure we're landing closer than Jebbit. Oh man, we need to push south as well. If we go there, just keep pushing sideways. No, more sideways. Very side. Oh, that's north, that's why. Ah. Good at the game. I can read a nav ball, honestly. Ooh, t-shirt.png. Man, I really wish Discord would make up its mind about how quickly it wants to notify me about stuff. Sometimes it notifies quickly, sometimes it takes an entire day. I think actually that's down to my phone network provider. Okay, that's still just like too far. Distance equals half times acceleration times time. I'm guessing that's what those numbers mean. I don't know what the extra times time is. All about the earth, wind, and fire. Boogie Wonderland. Quite enjoy a bit of Earth, Wind and Fire actually as it goes down. Bum bum ba ba dance. Alright, just watching this X. I kind of want to bring it within the distance of Jeb. Okay, let's just go with that and we'll see how we go. Time times 2, okay. But from what you've googled, you'd have to buy Times New Roman. Okay, I'll have to... Oh, there'll be a font that I can make use of. I could even draw my own letters, right? Okay. Wishing luck. About to lose it to plasma blackout again, aren't we? Should be fine though. Hopefully by the time we come out of plasma blackout, we'll be able to like... Chat is lost. That's a good idea, man. I think we can do... I love the idea. Yeah, I love the concept. I love the concept. We can definitely work on that. Yeah, no, that's Yeah, or it could just handwrite it, whatever. Yeah. There are ideas. That's a really good idea, actually. Do you want a Twitchy t-shirt by any chance? Is this what you're swinging for? I need someone who's good at graffiti. Right, I need a wall artist to write my name out for me. Does anybody even do that anymore? All right, well, yeah, okay, we can definitely do that. Like you've suddenly struck me with inspiration with that picture. I wish I had it on the PC so I could show people. But yeah, that's a really good idea. Really good idea. We're getting hot, but we're not getting too hot. This is good. I'm liking this. You want a twitchy mech? I mean, who doesn't want a twitchy mech? Slow down now, like right now. It should be slow down time. Come on. Come on. Slow down. Come on. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it. I wanna push that button. There we go. And then I wanna go like thrust gimbal lots. Just gotta stop here, you know? Not like that. I approve your courage, but that's not quite how we do it. Oh yeah, it's going to be another good landing by the looks of it. We're not going to be able to propulsively land, but... Okay, let's try and steer our falling. I don't know if we can. Just don't want to end up in the water, you know? Just don't want to end up in the water. Okay, there we go. That's the most push I can give. We're 5 kilometers up for now. I'm alright for that. Turns out the heat shield was totally not necessary. Let's pop some parachutes. Let's pop some parachutes. Should have saved the propulsion. Okay, we didn't die. That's good. 7 kilometers per second should be within impact tolerance of this. Okay, this should be good. I mean, like, really, we want literally the picture of a brick done up in the Kerbal stock painting method, you know, like looking like this with a couple of engines and maybe some little stubby wings on it. Maybe a little window on the front of the brick with Twitch Zhongyi pointing his finger out. I don't know, just ideas. Just ideas. Alright, coming down pretty nicely. I'm worried that we're going to impact too hard. I'm worried that we're going to impact too hard. We're up 200 meters. I mean, this has practically got to be sea level, right? I can't. Does anybody know what the difference between the runway and sea level is? Oh, this is a thing. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Hey. Little round of applause for myself. I'm super impressed with how well that went. Recover that vessel. Mission success. Woo! And with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will not see you on Saturday. I'm away this weekend. Sorry about that, guys. We will definitely figure something else out for all of that. Probably find some other time somewhere along the line to do this. 142 science from the sun. Oh, bask in it. Bask in it. Oh, it's so good. I'll see you then when we're going to do that. Bye! Yeah, thanks another 3. Bye!